So do I.
Channel 3. Yeah, he's
I call him my TV grandpa.
unbelievable. Oh, we're going. Oh.
Yes.
All right, so
We've
do you want
been
to
going.
do you
Sorry,
want
let me just say we're talking about the connections we know.
Oh yeah.
Because of the school, so it's
Exactly.
not like this is unrelated.
No. No, it's
because
not.
you just graduated high school,
Yes, 2014.
and I know I look like I'm in high school, but indeed I'm far removed.
How many years? Do you mind saying?
No, I'm
No?
not going to tell you.
Oh,
that.
okay.
All right. No, I am far past high school, but it's funny because you see everybody at the school, from people who have been in the workforce for 20 years that are like, look, I just need to fulfill this part of my dream,
Right.
or at least give it my best shot, to people who are just out of high school
Exactly.
and already know. Some people have a head start.
That's one
Okay.
thing I've noticed about being here.
Yeah.
You have such a wide age range of people,
Mhm.
right out of high school to mid 50s. I mean, this is an industry I think that fascinates all ages.
Yeah.
And at Connecticut School of Broadcasting, there's really something to offer for every age.
Yeah, and I agree. Now, it's a little different because you are on the younger scale of things.
Right.
But I think a lot of people that are older or not, as green,
Uh-huh.
coming into the school kind of get intimidated, like, oh, I'm going to be surrounded by a bunch of young guys and girls. But that's not the case. I mean,
No.
there really is such a wide variety in our classes. And I think that speaks to, one, how this industry is.
Mm,
There is an importance on age, but there's not.
right.
If you have the hunger, just
got it.
given the tools, you'll make it.
That's one of the things I love about this. If you come in with a passion
Right.
and a drive,
Right.
and you're determined to make your career possible, you've got a plethora of resources, from the teachers to the
Mhm.
admin staff and the students too. We were talking about that earlier. Everyone is very like-minded in this industry, so you're not coming here with
Because there's one goal in mind.
yeah, not little Susie that wants to do this and little Bobby that wants to do this. Everybody is in the broadcasting realm, and when you have that kind of atmosphere,
Mhm.
your passion just explodes, creativity grows.
The
and-
opportunities are limitless.
Oh yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
here. So I was saying, because you're still taking classes here and things like that,
Mhm.
I'm a little past graduation, maybe by a year or 5, but that I still come back and I
Yeah.
still use these resources,
Right.
and that's huge, as you know, because you are the generation that has new technology every 6 months.
Exactly.
This technology is always going to be evolving,
Changing.
and
Yeah.
you can always come back.
That's true. All campuses across the country, not just in Charlotte,
Right.
not just in Atlanta, not just in the Miami area. There are campuses all over the country.
Everywhere.
Let's say you're 5 years out of graduation, 10 years, 15.
Okay.
You're welcome to come back.
only
Not that
5,
you graduated
okay?
15
5.
years. Yeah, right. But let's say you are 15 years out.
Right.
You've still got the opportunity to come back to perfect those skills, to get the amazing
Right.
insight from the campus leaders, directors, from the teachers and the staff that are true professionals that are either in the business or they've been in the business, and they're just so interested, and their main goal is to help you
Yep.
achieve. Yeah.
Yeah, and their connections beyond the school.
Right.
Because as I was saying earlier, this industry is 60% what you know, 40% who you know.
Exactly.
That's the hardest part, I think, about getting your foot in the door.
Right.
So you meet people that are on their way, or you meet people who are in their journey and they're willing to help you out, or the industry professionals to go, you know what, I know somebody, let me call someone for you.
Absolutely. Right now, there are 3 students in my class that are currently in school here at Connecticut School of Broadcasting, but all of them have been placed in internships. That all happened through the connections,
Oh,
through
yeah.
the teachers, and through the staff at
Yeah.
Connecticut School of
That's
Broadcasting.
how I got my foot in the door at radio, which I never thought I would like, but thanks to Connecticut School of Broadcasting,
Right.
here I am.
So walk us through your story. Like, how did that go about?
Okay, so I did the traditional 4-year college. Nothing wrong with that, but they didn't teach me the hands-on, which in this business, it's very much like, yeah, we'll give you a job once you have experience.
Exactly.
But nobody wants to give you the experience. So here you build your experience doing whatever you want. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, I did video podcasts and radio podcasts with my friends goofing around that I made here. And I put together a demo reel, which, looking back, nobody will ever see ever again.
It's off of YouTube?
It is off.
Oh,
And it is
man.
in my private, do not open this unless you want to laugh at yourself footage. But did that, and that connected to a video that I was doing for them, doing with my friends
Right.
for fun. And they said, you know, we saw that, and that showed us your personality, so that's why we're hiring you.
Wow.
But it was from, you never stopped. I went to class. After class, I got an internship. Right after the internship, I got a job at the local CBS.
Yeah.
So that's unheard of because this is home for me.
Right.
To get a job in your home market, which is in a top 25
Yeah.
market,
Hello. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know that you weren't necessarily TV minded before. I was the opposite.
Right.
And now I love radio. How do you feel about TV?
So the thing is, I got started in radio out of middle school. I was doing
Right.
little commercials. It wasn't anything huge. They were like
Right.
5-second adlibs, nothing.
Right.
Um,
But that was huge for you.
that was huge. I was
Right.
like, oh my gosh, I was just on the
It
radio
sparked the fire.
at 2 o'clock in the morning for
Yes.
5 seconds. You know, I mean, it
Two
was
people heard me. I'm so excited.
Yes, me and my mom. It was incredible. So radio was always the direction I thought I wanted to head in.
Yeah.
So I get into middle school, Charlotte Mecklenburg schools. They don't have any radio station. They just have a school TV station.
Crazy.
So I'm thinking, I'd rather be doing radio, but this is the only option I have. Let me go ahead and explore this. So
Right.
I
Oh,
start,
darn.
Exactly. Little did I know.
Yeah.
So I start anchoring the news throughout middle school, throughout high school. Audrey Kell, go Knights. Start doing that, make connections with Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools, media relations, and the social media team. And before I know it, not just doing TV work for Audrey Kell, but CMS as a whole. So that really gave me my bite into TV. That's really
Let
what
me
started.
interrupt and ask you a question.
Yes.
Because if you have all this experience, why come here?
So I had the radio experience,
Mhm.
no TV experience outside of my work with CMS,
Sure.
Audrey Kell. I really came here because I want to make that jump into TV. Coming here, I got to see the cameras. I was not.
You actually got to touch them.
I
and
was
use
like,
them.
what is this? Like, I know my iPhone camera, but
Right.
outside of that, I'm like, what is this? So you see this.
Slightly more advanced.
Oh yeah, all these buttons. You see this huge TV, HD camera. Got to experience that.
Mhm.
Got to work with Final Cut Pro and Premiere, which when I first opened that, I was like, okay.
Yeah.